Penguins. That's all we truly know about Antarctica. But is there more? Indeed. 5.275 million square miles. The first generally recognized sighting of Antarctica continent was made at a point within 20 miles of the Princess Martha coast on 27th or 28th January 1820. The Russian expedition led by this guy and this guy on the ships Vostok and Mirny. The answer is no. Antarctica does not belong to anyone. There is no single country that owns Antarctica. Instead, Antarctica is governed by a group of nations in a one-of-a-kind international partnership called the Antarctic Treaty, which was first signed by representatives of 7 countries on December 1st, 1959. And those 7 countries are Argentina, Australia, Chile, France, New Zealand, Norway, and of course the United Kingdom, maintain territorial claims of Antarctica, but the United States and most other countries do not recognize these claims. The Antarctic Treaty was signed in Washington on December 1st, 1959, by the 12 countries whose scientists have been active in and around Antarctica during the International Geographical Year of 1957 to 58. It entered into force in 1961 and has since been acceded to by many other nations. The total number of parties to the treaty is now 57.
Some important provisions of the treaty. Number 1. Antarctica shall be used for peaceful purposes only. Number 2. Freedom of scientific investigation in Antarctica and cooperation towards that end shall continue. Number 3. Scientific observations and results from Antarctica shall be exchanged and made freely available.
The mystery of Antarctica continues deep below its surface, where no one has gone before. It is said that the lost city of Atlantis is hidden beneath the kilometers of ice. The city would have thrived when Antarctica was a warm, tropical region, and would have been buried after the Ice Age froze the continent. The Nazis, some believe, established a secret base in Antarctica to which they spirited Hitler at the war's end, fought off British Special Forces and American Military Task Force, partly by shooting down U.S. planes by using flying saucers. The Americans eventually destroyed the base with nuclear weapons in the 1950s. Antarctica is a breeding ground for mystery, and it's had its fair share of conspiracy theories over the years. From elongated skulls and strange pyramids to alien spaceships, barrier structures, and a giant staircase. Many people believe that Antarctica once housed extraterrestrial life, or still does. The Flat Earth Ice Wall Theory. A common fringe theory that claims that Antarctica is not a continent, but a massive ice wall encircling the flat Earth, preventing people from reaching the edge of the planet. The Lost Civilizations. Some believe that ancient civilizations like Atlantis were located in Antarctica, when it had a warmer climate, and their ruins are now buried under the ice. Earlier in the video, we briefly touched on the topic of the tropics. Let's talk more about that topic. Today, the South Pole records average winter temperatures of 78 degrees Fahrenheit below zero, but roughly 90 million years ago, the fossils suggest Antarctica was as warm as Italy and covered by a green expanse of rainforest. But many people theorize that it is still a tropical region. In the year 1928, aircraft flights in which Richard E. Byrd Jr. served as a navigator and expedition leader across the Atlantic Ocean, a segment of the Arctic Ocean, and a segment of the Arctic Plateau. He is also known for discovering Mount Sydney, the largest dormant volcano in Antarctica. Admiral Richard was the first person to fly over Antarctica. In his diary, he said that he saw green grass and a mammoth over a Pacific mountain.